So here it is. Violate any state or federal laws. Federal laws. There you go. That's how they can get me. Revoke my bond. I'm a medical marijuana patient. I'm not breaking any state laws, but state or federal. See, I've been telling my attorney all this stuff. He hasn't replied to anything. I know. But what I'm doing is establishing the communication. That ex parte motion that I asked for, that wasn't a frantic attempt to get out of my charges. That's not applicable in criminal courts. I know it's not it's a domestic violence law. That's why, Mr. Attorney, I asked for an order of protection. Because of the missing waiver, something's going on. Right? It's on the CCTV feed. It'd be in the data file. I want an order of protection because the power his station holds. It's a valid claim. I'm not worried about the charges. There's no evidence. None. That'll work itself out. I want Trooper Ben Stout. That's what this is all about. Yes, Trooper Ben Stout, the man that assaulted me, put a false charge of obstruction on me, which is why you want me to plead guilty to obstruction, because then I don't get Trooper Ben Stout. You know, Trooper Ben Stout has some dirt on him, lots of dirt. I told him I'd have his ass when he illegally entered my home and I saw that he had his gun drawn on my dog. That's what pissed me off. I was very compliant until that moment. I still didn't resist or obstruct. I was just loud and very vocal about what I thought he was. It's all about him. I understand. Trooper Huffman, the co-pilot from the helicopter that got up, that came up here, she had reason to be on my property. She was responding to an officer altercation, which is what she has to do. That constitutes an emergency. Now she's allowed to come on my property. That's how that works. Trooper Stout had no business on my property. None whatsoever. He's reckless. He's a rogue. But nothing sticks. There's always dirt. Remember, I blend in. I'm adaptable. My ear can be to the, that side, to the shady side of town. There's birdies everywhere when you blend in. I want Stout. The video of him assaulting me will be on here. And then he lets me up. I make him apologize in it, actually. And if I was obstructing, I would have been already under arrest. Why wasn't I restrained? Wasn't I put in handcuffs? I was. When the ground detachment, ERAD team, got here, I was put under restraint. They weren't here with a warrant. They weren't here with a warrant. That's what took them so long. They had to come here, though, because Trooper Stout assaulted me. They were responding to an officer needing assistance because he was in a physical altercation. Those gentlemen had business on my property. Actually, I was quite fond of them. Good guys. Really was. I enjoyed our talks. So they're good men. I have nothing against them. We had a nice conversation for about 2.5, 3 hours sitting out here waiting to get a warrant that wouldn't be able to come because Trooper Stout wasn't supposed to be on my property, therefore negating anything afterwards. I want Trooper Stout for pulling that fucking gun on my dog. Enjoy the video.
Whatever. I don't care. I'll take a charge for a fucking marijuana plant. Because these guys end up being the fucking laughing stock, not me. More and more lawyers are taking all these cases pro bono. Fuck that. Slam my I apologize. Throw me in the ground. I know, it's ridiculous though. It's ridiculous. You guys are laughing stocks for it. Really? I mean, all the neighboring states have already said, okay, let it go. Ridiculous. And now tomorrow y'all gonna be up in the paper like, oh, I'm big and bad. Look at the public sentiment that y'all have. Look at the public sentiment you guys have. You're a fucking laughing stock and a joke for it. Baby, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's a fucking plan. No, I don't have anything. I'm gonna check it. You go ahead and check. Let's get up. Thank you. Fucking slam my face. When I'm talking to you. No, dude, you're a dickhead. I'd rather speak to her. Alright, come here and talk to me. Come on. You see the fucking dick. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy what? What's your name? Don't talk that son of a bitch right there.
I told her my name.
What?
I told her my name.
Okay. This is ridiculous. If I was ashamed of it, I wouldn't be putting it out on the fucking site, would I? That's how ridiculous this is. And you're an asshole, and I'll keep saying it. This son bitch pulled the fucking dog gun out on our dog.
What?
Yeah. No, I'm talking to you. Actually, I'm not saying nothing about Y'all fucking roll that motherfucker cooking mess like the fucking motherfucker.
Fuck with us.
You are way easier motherfucking crackhead, motherfucking shoving needles up their fucking arm than you are on somebody who's smoking like What's this motherfucker putting his head down and saying he knows? Don't swear. Don't swear. I'm pissed off. I got this goddamn world fucking ghetto bird in my goddamn house right now. I grow personal shit for me to fucking smoke. Oh my god, so what? I got 15 minutes of here. You know how much it's on my fucking brain? First time I ever smoked? Not fucking much. Personal shit in my goddamn arthritis. I won't go get painkillers from a fucking doctor because you, the state of West Virginia, turned out I don't know how many fucking crackheads for fucking pills to put them on.
How about they stay in West Virginia? I'm just saying.
Well, you're here on my property. I don't fucking want you here.
I understand.
You guys really have to bring a helicopter to do this? Is there not an easier way? You got my dogs all fucking riled up. I don't even think.
I've been living here for the last 5 years. She's been here her whole life. So what? You don't fucking talk. Big fucking deal. Big fucking deal.
We don't sell it.
You know, an interesting thing happened on Thursday when I was going to court. So I was making I wasn't driving, my wife. She was making a left turn onto Main Street. The officer that was named as the arresting officer on the obstruction charge wasn't Trooper Stout. It was another officer. He was a guy from the ERAD team. I'm not going to name him. But he was turning right on a Route 20. We locked eyes. We recognized each other. So why was he told to leave the courthouse? I think because he's a good man. He said, I can't get on that stand and say that he obstructed me because I didn't. He was very compliant, very cordial, very nice. Actually, like I said, we had pleasant conversation for a couple hours. We kept right, what, Air Force, you know. So, that's my take on it.